This is 100 Lego dogs. And I'm gonna be building custom dog houses for all of them to work and play in as I try to make my very own dog city. The first dog we need to find a home for is this Dalmatian puppy. Now, technically, I could just do 101 of these guys and call it a day, but that's way too easy. I want to populate this town with 100 unique dogs. So we'll need to find different variations, using dogs from LEGO Friends and even Duplo. It only makes sense to build these puppers a fire station. So I got to work designing the main floor where they keep all their firefighting supplies, and a rec room upstairs for the ones that can fit to relax in. But when duty calls, they all slide down the fire pole and suit up in this cute little dog fire truck. It comes with this hose to put out fires and a ladder to get cats stuck in trees. Plus, this fire hydrant out front makes her a very popular sniff spot.
Okay, this is my dog Roscoe. What do you think of the fire station, buddy? He doesn't care.
I guess it is missing a flag up on the, which we'll need to build our second doghouse to create. This is an art studio, or ARF studio, I don't know. But it's got different colored paint buckets on the shelf for these esteemed dog artists to work with. To be honest, they mostly just smear it on each other, but at least some of the paint ends up on the canvas. Great job, guys. Once again, I could count all 16 different colored versions of them, released in these weird Friends blind bags. But once again, I'm making this way harder than it needs to be and saying these 4 are all we need.
How about this one, Roscoe? Nothing.
They somehow managed to finish painting the flag. Now we can finally mark this territory as Dogville, a city that all the first responders have sworn to protect. But I can't say the same for the next group of mutts, who call themselves the Ruffians. These ones bark in English and these ones bark in French, but all of them are bad to the bone, constantly bullying the other dogs for fun. They live in this scrappy junkyard, surrounded by a barbed wire fence I made using cell door pieces as they snarl at all the passersby. Alright, this is probably a terrible idea, but if this video gets 100,000 likes before I make a video for this guy, I'll do 100 cats. But only if you like the video, so good luck with that. Anyways, let's show this to Roscoe.
Okay, yeah, this one's literally trash.
But over the years, the dump is where this animal rescue volunteer named Cheryl found all 100 of these dogs. Cold, abandoned, and starving. Someone just kept discarding them here like they were garbage. She's been working non-stop to build them all a new home in this little village. Some of them refused to accept her help, but others, like this Afghan dog named Teddy, wanted to help her out. He had the idea to build a dog theater. Wait, it's missing something. There we go, now that's a dog theater, where famous dogs can perform on stage to raise the funds for Cheryl's cause. Except dog derrieres don't fit in human chairs, so I had to make these custom ones for Teddy and some other dogs to sit, stay, and lie down in as they watch dogs like Scooby Doo, Pluto, and Snoopy put on a show.
Roscoe, look.
He's not a fan of that one. Wow.
With the proceeds, Cheryl has been able to adopt and care for almost every dog here. Except, of course, for the stars. They all have their own owners, one of which is also a dog. I don't know how that works. But we'll get to many more canine celebrities later, after Rolf.
Hey, break a leg out there, man.
Oh no! We need to rush him to the dog spittle ASAP to sit in this waiting room for a couple of hours. It's even got one of those bead toy thingies. But finally, a team of dog tours were able to perform dog surgery on him, taking a blood sample to send to the lab for testing. Then we can finish the off with a helipad. And you know what that means. A dog has fallen into the river in LEGO City. Build the new rescue helicopter.
Hey, do you like the hospital, Roscoe? No? Alright.
And make the rescue. I love the fact that a dog actually fits in there, but yeah, a staggering number of pups find themselves here after run-ins with the Ruffians, where they've ended up scratched, missing eyes, needing one of those cool doggy wheelchairs to walk around in, or worse. I'm sorry, this is the saddest thing I've ever built. A dog graveyard, conveniently next to the hospital, where the ghosts of our fallen furry friends roam the earth. It's also home to this adult man who was bitten by a werewolf and now becomes a dog himself during full moons.
Spooky, right, Roscoe?
He's literally snoring. Okay.
In the past, I've used these husky dogs as stand-in wolves, but now we finally have a real Lego wolf piece to join the Minecraft one in the constantly shrinking wilderness after everything was moved around to fit Dogville. But now that the graveyard is... Oh, remember Cerberus? He escaped from that dungeon up there with Barbara and Perry. I don't know why he just reburied that casket, but this absolutely counts as 3 dogs, which means we're officially halfway there. There's still a long ways to go, but for now, let's celebrate with another theater performance. We got Dante from Coco, Santa's Little Helper from The Simpsons, Jake the Dog from Adventure Time, and Doug from Up. Let me know in the comments which famous dog is your favorite, but these guys raised... Squirrel! Okay. These guys raised enough funds to create the Dog Police Force Canine Unit, which is the only unit. This dog sheriff, dog deputy, and a bunch of German shepherds work here, solving dog crimes, organizing their equipment, and arresting these criminals charged with first-degree manslaughter. They're going to dog jail for 7 dog years, and they only get 1 phone caller. But after a long day's work, the force can chow down on these donuts up on the 2nd floor, with all their dog awards and a map of the city hanging on the wall.
Roscoe, they're coming for you. You have to run. Or like, move. In general.
Can't believe he didn't appreciate the handcuffs I used as decoration on the... Up here, they can keep an eye on the construction of the new dog park in the center of the city, where some of the dogs that don't really fit into a theme can go. I built one of those tennis ball thrower thingies for Cheryl to play fetch with a Rottweiler, Beagle, Chihuahua, Weimaraner, Spaniel, Labrador, Greyhound, Pug, and another pug. Oh no, that's a child. But Marie, Gerald, Farmer Wilkerson, and Bobo the Clown also brought their dogs to play.
Oui.
With all these rascals running around, we desperately need a pooper scooper on duty. And it looks like Wilkerson brought a shovel to help too. Oh, no, he is in fact disturbing the graves of the dead. That is not a good idea. Doggone it, this is chaos. Some jobs like this are too much for the police force to handle on their own. Deploy the dog signal. Wait, what was that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a dog, obviously. Crypto the Super Doge saved the day faster than a speeding bulldog, more powerfully than the locomotive costume kid, and he was able to build this tall building in a single hound. This is Crypto's superhero headquarters, where his son, Bat Dog, and Wonder Dog also live. By day, their alter egos work at the Daily Beagle, but by night, they assemble the Justice Leash. And by attaching a bunch of these clear pieces together, we can pose them flying around their tower. We're just saying they all have the power to fly.
Roscoe's superpower is sleeping and apathy.
But after saving the world, the Justice Leash likes to spend the end credit scene eating dog shawarma at this prestigious dog restaurant called the Food Bowl. These 2 wiener dog chefs are world renowned for their hot dogs and beverages. So much so that the Vita Rush Corporation wanted to hold their first annual hot dog eating contest here. Out of all the dogs in Dogville, the very best eaters were gathered to compete for this trophy in 3, 2... Squirrel! Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what the heck? Oh no. Guys, wait, maybe don't eat those. No. Well, that would have been a pretty anticlimactic end of the video. I don't know what they put in these things, but clones do not count towards the total either. Oh man, this is a mess. We have to find some way to get rid of these.
Roscoe, I know you like hot dogs. I know you don't care, but like...
Okay, plan B. What if we use them as fuel for a dog factory, baby? Let's go! These furnaces in the back power the dog slide, dog smokestacks, and dog conveyor belt, where Teddy helped assemble dog robots like Barky, Woofy, and K9 from Star Trek. I'm really proud of the techniques I used to build the bone sign lettering, and I'm not addicted or anything, but like...
Humor me on this one, Roscoe. Come on, it's a factory!
Man, out of all the houses we've shown Roscoe, I really thought he'd like this one. Plus, Teddy's fur got filthy from all the machine oil. Ugh. If he doesn't get cleaned up in time for the final theater performance, they won't be able to raise the rest of the funds Cheryl needs to continue feeding everyone. He's not gonna like this, but he needs a bath at the dog salon. One time as a kid, my mom took me to a salon for a haircut, and I always tried explaining to her, no, those are for girls, you know? Like the pink walls, this rotating hair ribbon display, this mirror that... Actually, no, I kind of like how I built the lights on that one. But these salon chairs? Those are girl chairs! It's even worse for Teddy. He hates baths. And even the fact that the shampoo bubbles look like ice cream doesn't make it any better. Speaking of which, this place is called the Shampoodle. And while poodles, terriers, and these weird looking things are the usual clientele, Teddy selflessly suffered through the whole grooming process because he wanted to help Cheryl and all his fellow dogs survive.
Okay, I promise we can play after this one, Roscoe. He loves it! He's standing! I'm so happy! Yay!
With Teddy's fresh cut ready and the last Dogville house in place, it's time to introduce the final 5 dogs. All the way from Kansas, it's Toto, Airbud, and Clifford the big red dog. Might need a bigger stage for that one. Then I've been collecting all the Animal Crossing sets so that Isabel and KK Slider himself could help us reach 100 dogs. Hit it, KK. This was an absolutely insane undertaking, and seeing all these dogs together in this grand city we've built for them, it made me realize that maybe I don't need 100 Lego dogs. Maybe I should spend more time with my real life dog instead, in the few years I have left with them. Go give your dog a hug for me, please.
And then watch this video next. Or that one? Okay, actually Roscoe wants to watch that video next. Good boy.
Squirrel!